Hey there, good looking. Join me for this fun circuit style booty band workout. We'll start out with a series of moves to get the heart rate up, focusing on our cardio, and then we'll move into a strength portion using the booty band. Now, if you have options for your booty band, I do recommend a cloth for the cardio portion and then a latex for the strength. All right, let's go get warmed up. Join my next fitness challenge for women over 40, the 21-day Strong and Sassy Challenge. Registration is now on. Challenge kicks off September 5th, 2023. Okay, let's start on the mat. We want to wake up and activate those glutes because they're going to be working hard with our band. Let's sink it right down onto the forearms for me. Flex the left foot and drive the heel up towards your ceiling, doing what we call a hip extension. Working into that left glute there, and you'll feel the opposite side too as it stabilizes us. Try not to swing your hips, and you're pressing that heel up towards your ceiling. 4 more here. Last one. That knee under the hip, flex the other foot and drive the heel up to your ceiling. Last 4. One more. On your left hand, left leg lifts for fire hydrant, and then swing that right arm so it lines up at the front of your mat. Trying to lift that left leg up so the inside of the knee is parallel to your floor. 2 more. All right, take her down. Other side. Here we go. We're on that right hand now, swiveling that left forearm so it lines up at the top of our mat. Woo, and feeling those hips wake up. Last 2. And 1. Come into high plank, be on the knees if that's where you're at in your fitness journey. Otherwise, we're here, activating into the deep core muscles. Good. Tuck the tailbone in a little bit. Take a gaze at the top of your mat. Firing up the core, waking it up, letting it know it is going to train, even though we are hitting cardio and triceps and hips. That core has to support us and stabilize us for every exercise. And on the knees. Come on up, get yourself into a nice squat position, drive the hips back. Good. So you may like a squat with a little wider stance if you've got tight hips. Just make sure that the knees and the toes are tracking in the same direction and you're pushing your bum rear. So it's like there's a chair there and I'm kind of seeking out the chair with my bum. Good. Add the arms. It's a reach and pull. Reach and pull. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet hip width. Step back. Lunge it as deep as you feel comfortable doing. So it might be a tap back. You find your comfort. Arms are going to reach up though. Thumbs are going to the wall behind you. And then intermediate advanced people, knee to ground. Here we go. Last 4. 3, 2, 1. Jog it out. All right. So we're going to get busy in about 30 seconds. Here's the scoop. If you have a cloth band, that's going to work best for this cardio portion. We're going to start with that, and it's all standing as well. You can also grab a quick sip right now, and then we're going to position the band just above the knees. Now I'm going to start out low impact and then I'll take it a little spicier as I go. We have 4 rounds, so you choose where you want to be, okay? I want you to start on one end of your mat, sink down into a bit of a quarter of a squat for me, and then take it side and back. Now when you're doing this, you want to make sure that the toes, knees, and hips are pointed straight ahead. Good. Slight bend of the knees, so we're kind of in that squat. And we're feeling those hips right away. Good job. One more. March it out. We have a 10-second break. This is called a typewriter squat. So I want you to squat out a little bit, stepping out, come up, step out wider, step out. Good. So now let's do this side. Step out, little squat, step out wider, big squat. So step out just a little bit and then step wider, knees tracking with the toes, remember. Good. We don't want the band to pull the knees forward. We want to really resist that and work those outer hips. Woo. All right. So taking it into a narrow stance squat, so a little bit quad dominant, follow suit, and then just mirror me. Now lift up the heel. Good. So I want you to lead with the heel. So not the toe. Good. You do what you feel comfortable with your arms. This is my go-to arm movement when I do this exercise. One more. All right, so we're going to take it into a tap back. Now, if you add the arms, it's going to increase the intensity. So let's give it a try. 3, 2, 1. Tap it. Tap it. Tap it. This is where a cloth band far excels a latex, because the latex would roll up about right now. This is our fourth move. We're taking it back from the side to side squat in less than 10 seconds. Now let's pick it up here. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, reposition that band if you need to, okay? Now I'm going to add a bit of a hop in the center. You can keep it low impact, okay? Up to you. You just want to make sure that those, whoo, baby, those knees are pointing straight ahead. Woo. There we go. There's my rhythm. You might be like me. One side's a lot more coordinated than the other. Typewriter squats in less than 10. Whew. Hello, glutes. All right, so let's mirror me, all right? So your right leg, you take it out a bit, squat. Good, now take it out wider. Squat, bring it right in. Other leg, take it out a bit, squat. Take it out wider, squat. Now pick it up. 1, 2, 1, 2. There you go. Don't think about it. Depending on how much resistance your band has, you might not be able to step out that much. Finish it. Woo. All right. We squat and side leg lift. We're leading with that heel though, not rotating and leading with the toe. Follow suit. 3, 2, 1. Squat, mirror me. Good. Feet are under the hips when we do the squat so that we do get those quads activated. And then the booty is just fired right up with this band. Tapping back in less than 10 seconds. Head up, chest up. You got this. Come on. Woo. Okay, so we tap it, arms up. Good. Front knees bent a bit, back legs pressing rear. Let's go. Pick it up. You know, we can make moves low impact and high intensity. Okay? It's speed. Add that speed, add that spice. 3, 2, 1, round 3. Woo. Okay, now again, I'm going to shuffle. You can stay in that quarter squat and give me 2 side to sides, or join me with a little bit of a hop in the center. Really important though, guys, that those knees are tracking straight ahead. We're not letting one knee trail inward. Okay, that band is going to make that knee do that. You got to use those hips so that it doesn't do that. Typewriter coming up in 3, 2, 1. Woo! Woo! All right. So we're starting with your right, all right? You're just going to step it out a little bit. Here we go. Step it out a bit. Squat. Now step it out wider. Squat. Bring it all the way in. Now the other side. Good. 1 and a 2. You got it. 1 and a 2. Whew. Oh boy. Okay. Narrow squat. Get those quads. Then we lift that leg. Right leg's lifted. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Down. Alternate. Good. Now chest up. Pick up that tempo. This is our cardio portion. We can slow it down a bit for our second circuit, which will be more strength based. But right now we want that heart rate up. We want that breathing elevated. One more. Woo. All right, we're tapping back. I'll go to my side so you can see it. We're using those arms, all right? We want big arms, big heart rate response. Let's go. Breathe out. Let's do it. Come on. Push through that heel. Activate those glutes. Keep those feet hip width. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Moving into our last set. Woo. Now you remember, you can go low and side to side, no hop, or join me. Everybody though, toes, knees, hips, shoulders squared to me. Typewriter coming up. Let's do one more here. Woo! All right. Okay. So we're starting with your right, okay? So you're just going to mirror me. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Step out a bit. Squat. Wider. Squat. Other leg. A bit. Wider. A bit. Wider. Good. Just think that. 1 and 2. Good. 1 and 2. Chest lifted. Head up. Chest up. Neutral spine. So it's that hip hinge. Hip hinge. Good. Woo. All right. Narrow squat. Big side leg lift. We're leading with that heel in 3, 2, 1. Mirror me. Let's go. Up. Up. Oh my goodness, it's going to feel so good to get this band off our legs, won't it? 4 rounds is ambitious. I'm proud of us. One more each side. Woo! All right, come on, move those feet in between. 10-second breaks. We tap back, then we get a 30-second break. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Arms up. Lead with those thumbs. Good. Move those shoulders. We quite often get stuck in this limited range of motion with the shoulder. lift it, reach it. So it's not bending the elbow. We're moving through that shoulder joint. Okay, 10 seconds. Can we go faster? Come on. Come on. Booty band's coming off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Good job, you. Let's get that sucker off. Oh, wow. I feel like a brand new woman. Okay. I really recommend you use a latex band for our strength portion, okay? Take your latex, place it in the hand, thumbs popped out. Now, apply resistance, give me a squat, and the arms come down. Squat, the arms come down. Let's try it. So we want to pull the hands apart. It's not the elbows flaring out. Let's see if we can keep the elbows under the wrists, and we're pulling apart that band through the hands and feeling that activation in our upper back. Whew. And we're still keeping the heart rate response because we've added the legs with our squat. But the squat feels so much nicer without the booty band around the legs. Let's do one more here. Whew. All right, now I want you to hold the band here. All right, you're gonna give me a kick back. Kick back, good. Now let's add a lunge. A lunge. Now your lunge, right, could be a straight leg back, a tap back. I want you to find what's gonna work for your knee joints, and then we need to keep moving them though, because if you limit your range of motion due to discomfort, you're gonna just lose whatever range you currently have. So let's find a pain-free range and then strengthen the muscles around the knee, around the hip, so that we can improve. Woo! 3, 2, 1. All right, so now we place the hand on the shoulder of the arm that's kicking back. Our palm is facing down with that. Hinge forward a bit for me. Now give me the kick back. Get that going. Now add that tap back or lunge. Now we're moving into a renegade row with our band. So we'll start with the left arm, okay? And just alternate each arm, each round. So we have 4 rounds here. So it'll be 2 rounds for each arm. Time, okay? So let's go on to the knees. Anchor the band with that right arm, okay? Bring the hips down. Now grab onto the band and it's that left arm pulling. Left arm pulling. You can also go knees underneath the hips, quadruped. All right, and that'll make it considerably easier, or follow suit with me off of the knees. So we're on our left arm. Round 2, we will use the right arm for our row pattern. Really good move here, you guys. We got it all going on. Time, come on up. All right, so from the top, I want you to bring your hands inside so your thumbs are pointed out. Bring your arms up, shrug the shoulders back and down. Feet shoulder width, squat, and pull down. Can we get the elbows to touch the top of our thighs when we squat? Great job. Now remember, elbows and wrists lined up. So we're pulling the band by the back of the hand, not this. Okay, don't do that. Please don't. You're not going to hurt yourself. We're just not going to get the muscles activated. So you showed up. I want to make sure you get the muscles activated. Time. Okay, now mirror me. Hand is here. Slight hinge forward. We press back, and then let's add that lunge. Advanced people, can we get the knee to the ground with that lunge? It can be a tap back too. Yeah, great job. Let's do one more. Woo. Hello, triceps. All right, so other hand on the shoulder. Elbows up a bit. We hinge forward a bit. Let's get the tricep kick back. Good, and then add whatever you want. Tap back, lunge, or knee to ground. So I do have a slight hinge forward on my lunge with this. Woo! All right, Renegade row. So we'll anchor it with the left hand, row up with the right hand. Can be on the knees, woo, or on the toes. You can also, again, remember, be on all fours. Just hold on to that band. Good. Hips are squared. Elbow coming up. Breathe. So if being on the knees is still too much, remember, bring the knees in so they're under the hips. One more. And stand. All right. Round 3. You guys are rocking this. I'm proud of you. Remember, thumbs are out. Arms are up. Shrug the shoulders back and down. Feet shoulder width or maybe a bit wider. Toes turned out. Squat. Pull. Straighten. So we want to feel the back muscles, the shoulders, maybe even some arm. And breathe. One more. All right, hand on this shoulder. This arm is up, so just mirror me. Deal? All right, lean forward, back leg back a bit, kick back. Good, now add the lunge, whatever level you want. Tap back, lunge, knee to ground. I don't know about you, but triceps are starting to get a little burny. Now, I said that we were doing cardio first and then moving into a strength. I think you'll agree with me that our heart rate really hasn't gone down. So you're going to get a good calorie burn for this workout. You're welcome. All right. Whew. Hand here. Whew. Hinge forward. Now start with the kickback. Now add the leg. I always find, because I am not the most coordinated individual, that I have to just get one body part going first before I can get it all going. So, bravo to you. You can just flow. So really straighten that leg, or pardon me, that arm. Okay. So we're going down again after this, now with that left arm. Second set with that left arm for Renegade row. Time. All right. So let's really anchor it with that right hand. Again, beginners, you're going to be here. Knees under hips. Okay. Or on the knees, bum down, get a little more core and a lot more upper body activation. We're full on. Gaze at the top of the mat. Keep that neck aligned. Less than 10 seconds, and then we're flowing into our final round. Big smile. Come on. We got this, crew. One more. And up. Okay. Bend there. Whew. Feet shoulder width or wider. Toes slightly turned out. Arms up. Press the back of the hands against your tubing to pull it apart. Now drive the elbows down. Straighten. Do your best to keeping those wrists and elbows in line. Oh, the shoulders are about done. I'm really happy this is the last round. I know, not what you normally hear from a fitness instructor. Last one, and release. I don't fake things. I can't, okay? I have a horrible poker face. Here we go. Ready? Kick back. Good. Now add whatever lunge you want. I will always give it to you straight. Full transparency. Whew. Okay, 2 more, you guys. 1 more. Whew. No more. Yay. All right, other arm. Doesn't help that right now we're in a heat wave here in Vancouver. So it's really hot. Really hot. And because I think I might have mentioned in the past, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. So I'm doing this mid-afternoon, the hottest part of the day. And yes, we have AC now in the house, which is very rare for Canada, but I don't want to turn it on. I don't know why. I may have to rethink that logic. Whew. Woo! All right, here we go. I babbled. Hopefully that took your mind off the pain. Renegade row, right arm, final set. You find your Renegade, 3, 2, 1, and go. Yes, my people that live in the States, they are very used to air conditioning. It's really not a thing here in Canada. We've never really needed it. But these last few years, definitely noticed that Mother Nature has turned up the heat. Whew. Okay, come on, crew. One more time. Let's go. Make it good. And release. We did it. Come on up, everybody. March it out. Whew. Grab a quick sip if you need it. We're going to stretch out some of those muscles we just trained, and then you can continue on with your day. Whew. Cheers to you. Thank you for joining me. All right. Let's take it down on the ground. Okay. We'll start with the hip flexor, and then I want to do some really nice figure 4 stretches for the outer hip. So left knee underneath the hip, lunge into it, tuck the tailbone under. And for those of you that have been with me for a while, you know what we're about to do. Inhale the left arm straight up. Exhale, lean away. This is my favorite stretch. It hits a lot of areas that are tight on the human body and cause a ton of havoc with your low back and your knees. Now this arm that's above, let's circle it behind the body, nice and slow. And remember why we do this, because it feels damn good. Whew. All right, let's do the other side. Knee under hip, lunge forward, tuck the tailbone under. I want you to feel that stretch in your hams or your hip flexor. Now inhale the arm straight up and lean away. Back to center, let that arm circle around and behind you nice and slow. Take it slow. All right, on your back for me. Left ankle crosses over right thigh. Now this may be just fine for you. If you want to increase the stretch into the hips, right foot comes off the ground, hands come behind the right thigh, or take it deeper, hands come on top of the right shin. Now lift the head up, slide the chin in, lower the head down so we've got the back of the neck long. Now let's take that left leg, cross it right over, and now bring both knees towards the center of your back, hands coming just under that right knee. Stretching more into the glute now. So the figure 4 hit your piriformis, outer hip area. Now we're stretching more of the actual, what they call the gluteus maximus, the big muscle right around our bum area there, right on our bum. And left foot to ground, right ankle crosses over. Again, this may be just cool. And if it is, I just want you to close your eyes and just enjoy it. If you want a bit more, leg up, hands behind the thigh or on top of the shin. Keep that back of the neck long. And now let's cross the leg right over, bring the hands underneath, pull the knees in. A couple of deep breaths here, just enjoying stretching the muscles we just trained, letting ourselves come down after the exercise, and feeling that glow, that kind of buzz you get after a good workout. All right, let's rock ourselves up into a seated position. Legs are straight. Press the back of the knees towards the mat. Bring your hands behind you and press yourself forward. So we want to feel length in the hamstring without compromising your back. So unfortunately, I do see this a lot. And yeah, I feel my hamstrings, but my hamstrings are connected here. They're not connected up here. So we can keep the spine in a neutral position and keep the back happy and still get into our hamstrings. And I find the hands behind, especially if you're inflexible like I am, very handy. Gaze at the top of the toes. Feet are together. Don't let the toes externally rotate out. And like I said, back of the knees are pressing down to your ground. 2 more breaths. And release. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to reading your comments down below. And hey, listen, you can help this video out with the YouTube algorithm by clicking that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you next workout. Bye. Hey there, good looking at. Join me for this fun circuit using the booty band. We'll start out with a cardio circuit, in which I do recommend a cloth band, but if you don't have a cloth one, just a latex, no worries. And then we'll move into a strength, working also the cardio.